Someone once said that fences have two different purposes. The first, sometimes people use it to keep people in. Other times, fences are used to keep people out. What's up, guys? Welcome to Sterling on Cinemas, and that's Cinemas with an S. And today, I will be giving you my review on Fences, the movie with Denzel Washington and Viola Davis. Now, before I begin, if you are new to this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on the section below, anything in between, but most importantly, watch. So, Fences centers on Troy Maxson, who makes his living as a sanitation worker in 1950s Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Maxson once dreamed of becoming a professional baseball player, but was deemed too old when the major leagues began admitting black athletes. Bitter over his missed opportunity, Troy creates further tension in his family when he squashes his son's opportunity to meet a college football recruiter. Now, at first glance, I didn't think there was a lot to say about this movie. I mean, it's a great movie, yes. Denzel and Viola Davis are great actors, but after watching this movie, I started to briefly wonder why it was called Fences. But allow me to explain as I walk you through as to what the meaning of fences is and what the value and the moral to the story is. So, while there really isn't a lot of insight on the concept behind the purpose of fences, we get a very deep and emotional story on how Troy Maxson got to where he is at in the current moments of the film and how his past hasn't really been fair to him. Therefore, he doesn't seem to be fair to the other people around him. In the movie, the fence symbolizes how sometimes it is meant to keep people in and other times it's meant to keep people out. Just like I said, the story constantly switches back and forth on the different perspectives on family, the future, and of course, fences. Now, according to Nate Courier, who is a certified educator at eNotes.com, he said that one of the biggest themes in the movie Fences, or so-called the play, since that's what the movie is based off of, is love. But more specifically, the balancing act of love versus obligation. Now, I'm going to explain it further in the next segment. Now I'm going to talk about the characters. The cast of characters in Fences is at a short number, but still manages to work out. Now, directed by Denzel and starring in this alongside Viola Davis, with both of them being the incredible actors that they are, their on-screen work together was powerful and emotional, with both of their characters providing opposite perspectives on what is best for the family and the meaning of fences. Now, let's break it down. To Rose, a fence symbolizes her love, and her desire for a fence indicates that Rose represents love, nurture, and comfort. And this isn't just with the physical fence to keep the family inside the house safe and where they're all at, where they can all love one another in one space. But fences mentally, because every time she comes across one of her family members, it's always to love. And Cory, on the other hand, Cory is the son, by the way. They think that the fence is a drag and unnecessary and reluctantly work on finishing Rose's project. Now, the project is actually an actual fence. Like, it literally, throughout the film, they're literally building a fence while at the same time explaining the meaning, the metaphorical meaning of fences. Now, Troy's friend Bono also observes that to some people, fences keep people in, and to others, they keep people out and push them away. Now, I really want to talk about Denzel Washington's character, Troy Maxson. Now, his performance as Troy is great. He portrays him with a seemingly smooth talk side to the character, when in actuality, Troy is a character who has difficulty placing his love in his family or his faith in his son, who is trying to pursue a dream to go to college and play football. Now, he thinks that a lot of fathers do this. I'm going to be brutally honest, but a lot of fathers do this, and they still do it to this day. They think that just because they didn't have a dream, and that just because their dream was taken away, that they got to take away their son's dream. And his dream is to play football. He just wants to be like him. But the thing is, Troy doesn't want his son to be like him, because he thinks he's going to go through what he went through. He doesn't want his his heart to get broken, and he doesn't want him to go through that disappointment either. But perhaps this difficulty stems from the fact that he loves himself too much, but more likely it stems from the fact that he hates himself too much. Troy sees parenthood as an obligation, something to be wrestled with and conquered. His pugnacious outlook towards life and the constant thought of him not making the Negro Leagues inhibits him from enjoying what he has and the people around him. So it is pretty clear from Troy's perspective, love is an obligation. Now I want to talk about this one scene where he was talking to his son, and a lot of fathers say this to their sons. He said, "It's not my job to like you. I don't do what I do as a parent because I like you. I do it because it's what needs to be done. It's an obligation. It is my job, it is my obligation to put a roof over your head, food in your stomach, clothes on your back. I don't do it because I like you. I love you because you're my son. I don't like you because I have to. I love you because you're my son." But as a parent, it is a duty, obligation, and a responsibility to make sure everybody in this family is safe and well taken care of. Rotten Tomatoes gives Fences a 92% score. Now, Fences did not center on what I expected it to at first, but in spite of having such a vague explanation on the purpose of Fences, it has that extraordinary acting by its two leading stars and a relatable story. One that a lot of American families can relate to. So for that, I would give it 8 SOs out of 10. So that is my review on Fences. You can let me know what you guys think of it, if you've seen it in the theaters or at home. But if not, I encourage you to go see it. It's pretty great. Y'all know how Denzel does. He always nails that acting. And plus, he has pretty great directing this. He directed this just like how he directed Great Debaters. But I'll see you guys next time with my next video. Bye.